Hello SRL fans. Today we've got a great clash between the Broncos and the Storm. Real exciting clash tonight. And I'm your host Daniel Hellier. Tonight in the box we also have Max Tarpoke here, and I'll let him talk in some statistics going into the match.
Yeah, look, this is probably one of my matchups of the week. This one we've got between the Storm and the Broncos. Both of these teams have been in fine form lately. I don't believe either team have lost a game since round four, when the Storm went down to the Raiders and the Broncos got walloped by Newcastle. Broncos have been climbing the ladder fast. The Storm have got the best for and against stats for the season so far. So yeah, strap yourself in, guys. This is going to be a good game.
Yeah, and it's going to be a great game as we'll see the Storm kick off here. Tama Tabo kicking off here. So he'll kick it straight down the middle and get us underway here. Straight down the throat of Liam Ryan. As he runs it up for the first help of the game, Liam Ryan. He's been in some great form this season. And what are your key matchups for tonight?
Well, that one there, Liam Ryan and Tama Turbo, definitely a good matchup. And I'm also interested in the two Jacks. We've got Jack Carl and Jack White battling it out in the lock position. So, yeah, there's some key matchups I feel for tonight. But we've also got key matchups all around the park. Like I say, this is going to be a great game.
Yeah, Jack Carl and Jack White been in some great form so far this season as Broncos not making a lot of territory there. Trapped in their own 30 metres. They'll look for Caleb J to get them out of trouble here. Straight down to Riri Jones. As he steps past one. Makes it all the way up to the 50. Storm doing really well to start this game. As Matt Galaxy takes a run there. No pass. Get along to Nolt in the second row tonight. Pushing up past the 50. Long ball from Galaxy out to Riri Jones, and he makes a nice little line break over there. And what are your thoughts on Riri Jones so far this season?
Yeah, he's been electric. Really showing his worth on that left edge. The Storm look like they're favouring that left side in this game so far. They're hitting those channels and Riri Jones making some great meters early on in the game.
Yeah, and that's a great take from Liam Ryan. Kick under pressure there. He just takes it pretty well, and the Storm don't manage to drive him back into the end goal. And the Broncos going to have a tough task here trying to get out of trouble. Liam Martin, making a nice run there, straight through the middle, catching some offside markers. So they look to pressure upfield. Nice short ball from Jack Carl, Captain Jack Carl, to Micaiah. They go to Jack Carl. Jack Carl gives it to Ryan. Ryan steps past one, but he'll be taken. As they'll get to the last tackle here. Caleb J taking the kick again. It's a pretty good kick. Down to that wing of Riri Jones again. He is being targeted so far this game. He's already taken about 4 carries the first 5 minutes, so he's been very involved so far this game. As nice ball to Jack White. He gets driven back by Charlie Rossini. Akatank taking a hit up there. Nice hit up there over the 40. Probably won't go for a 40-20 here, given we're only in the third. But that's a nice ball there to Malakusil. Oh, I probably butchered that name. Do you have
Maloko Swaliti.
Malakusil Sawaliti? I got it now. As Jack White
I don't think you did.
Oh, maybe not.
Maloko Swaliti.
Malakusil Sawaliti.
We'll give the lessons after the game.
Lessons after the game is we saw a big hit there. Akatang just absolutely smashing someone there. Broncos doing it pretty hard so far this game. The Storm look to be all on top of them so far, and Caleb J, they just really haven't made any meters so far, Max.
This is a tough outfit to make meters on, the Melbourne Storm. They're, they've got the best defensive record in the league for a reason, and they're a hard defence to penetrate. A lot of teams are struggling this season. I, for one, certainly do not look forward to opposing them.
Yes, that's a nice run there from White taking a hit up. The Storm, they're just already on the front foot, already past the Broncos 50 as we'll see an inside border. Tamatabo there. So he presses up to the 40-metre line. Third tackle. They go left. Galaxy to Nolt. Taken on the 30. It's Corcoran out of dummy half. Trying to swivel his way through the line, but no luck there. It's Metcalf boots it down to the wing of Lachlan Holmes, and he breaks past one. He's steaming upfield. He gets to the 25 when he's wrapped up. Good run there, getting out of trouble. Lachlan Martin, another great hit up. He's had two good ones so far this game. So play a bit expansive here. Out the back to Ryan. Ryan all caught up by Akatank. He's been good in defense so far. No, look for a long ball here. Oh, he's knocked it on. The Storm are going to get the ball. Lockyer picks up the crumbs. And what was wrong with that play, Max?
Just too flat. They didn't have enough depth in their attack there, and giving the Melbourne defence too much time to get in their face and force an error.
Yeah, definitely is. Nolt takes a good hit up there. Storm really got a chance to put on the first points of this match. So they go to Akatank. He goes to Metcalf. Metcalf pushes it along to Lockyer. He gets taken. They're going to be relying on a last tackle kick, you'd think, to get them some points here. Good kick, but Chaz Dingo manages to trap the ball, and he prevents it from going through the line as Charlie Rossini good run there. And the Broncos really struggling here. Callum Murray dragged back this time. They're going to need a bit more momentum to get out this one. Captain Jack Carl trying to get them out of trouble, but not much going. They're going to go for a 20-40. No, they're not. Jet Davis hangs on to it. He puts in a dummy, but he can't manage to get his way through. And Jack Carl going to have to put the kick here in his own 20. Tamatabo gets absolutely folded. Callum Murray with the shot. The New Zealand captain has just got absolutely smashed. And yeah, Max, what are your thoughts on the new captaincy of? Well, we've got two people in this game. We've got Tama and we've got Anthony Lee from the Broncos.
Oh, look, I think these guys are going to do a great job as captains of their respective teams. Anthony Lee, I've had the pleasure of working alongside him with the Wolves and SRL one, and I know he's a workhorse and he'll get what he needs to get done for his team. And Tama Turbo, that guy is passionate, and he is going to come up with a pretty good Kiwi team. So yeah, looking forward to that. But here we are on the third tackle.
Oh,
Turbo.
Yeah, nice inside ball.
He's on his back there.
Turbo there. He just came in from a bit of a drop-off ball, you'd say, and he nearly gets over there. Lucky someone got around the leg, so that would have been a Storm try. As the correct call goes up eventually. No try called there. We've also got strips in this game. It's going to be interesting to see if we get any this game. It's no nice run there. Last tackle. They're in a pretty good position to put a kick in. Nice along the ground. Makaya though picks up the scraps, and he's done a miraculous job to pick up that ball and save his team there. Lachlan Martin, another good run. And yeah, strips are a new I guess commodity in SRL 2.0. How do you think it's going to affect the games we sort of have?
It's going to create turnovers at the end of the day, and there are many ways to do that. And a strip, I think, will be quite an exciting one to see when we do see it.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a great addition to SRL 2.0. Is White takes a nice run there. His second run of the night, I believe. It's Metcalf driving up nearly at the 50. 20 minutes gone, pretty much. So they spread it out to Lockyer. We're going to get some prop substitutions in about 2 minutes, and that could change some of the momentum for both teams. Nice offload there. Corcoran, a bit flat-footed. He makes some good meters there, about 10 off the offload. And they'll go left. No, they'll go inside. Bad ball. Jack White picks it up, but they're going to call knock on there. I agree with the call, actually. I think it was a pretty good call as Phillips tackled there. Dingo up to the 50.
Yeah, it's just what the Broncos needed right now, wasn't it? Just to get a bit of momentum swing their way, hopefully. And I mean, the Storm have been doing a lot of tackles in this match so far, so maybe the Broncos can exploit that and find a tired man to run at, especially before the subs come off.
Yeah, definitely. There's Phillips there. They're going to look to try and get into attacking range. They will. Going to be a bomb here, you would think. Try and get some chases there. No, it's going to be Grubber. Corcoran picks up the scraps. Corcoran's moving. Corcoran tackled about on the 30. It's a nice... Well, it wasn't a very nice kick. It just sort of hit a Storm player, and they pick up the scraps as the Melbourne substitutions come on. The Melbourne prop forwards, the cavalry has arrived, and they're going to look to try and get some momentum in this set. Sanchez, nice run, past the 50. They go to Quinton Cotter, one of those substitutions. He's been pretty good this year. Normally he's been starting most of the games in the 10 position, but tonight off the bench he's going to be looking to make a bit of an impact here as Hitchens steps past one. Tackled at the 20. Not bad for the Broncos. Chaz Dingo driving. He's tackled there. Jack Carl, bit flat-footed. He catches the ball behind him and can't really do much there. Caleb J. Liam Ryan. Oh, beautiful ball to Hannah Hitchens. Away on that right touchline. Tackled there. They might be looking to go for a 40-20 here. Oh, Jack Cole has just dropped the ball. I don't know what was happening there. Jack Cole has just had a blunder. I don't know how that's not been called a knock on, but... Oh, what are they doing? Max, talk me through what has just unfolded.
Yeah, not sure there. I think half the Broncos team are still asleep. They will wake up though, because Jack Carl, I know he's going to be rallying his troops to get back in this game and start relieving some of this pressure that the Storm keep putting on them.
Well, I think Jack Carl might be concussed. That's a great tackle. Rary Jones tackled into touch. Beautiful work there from Hannah Hitchens to drive over. And Jack Carl had about 2 blunders in that last set. Firstly, he overran it when the pass was a bit delayed from dummy half, and he also dropped one when he was trying to go for a 40-20. So not great signs there, but we'll see how they finish this set. Chaz Dingo on the end of a pass up to the 45. Set restart. Poor discipline there from the Melbourne Storm. I think that was one of the props there for Storm. Quinton Cotter, I believe, in the tackle for too long. The Broncos going to have a good chance to try to get an attacking kick at the end of the set. They just need to work forward. And how do you think the defense so far that they've had to do in this game has affected their attack?
Well, look, yeah, both teams are defending well, and that's reflected in the score. And it's always going to have impact on the attack, because when you're defending as much as both these teams are, you are tired in attack. So it's just I think we're just going to need to see some sort of individual brilliance to break this game apart.
Yeah, as we see, great kick there. Riri Jones is letting it bounce. Riri Jones is going to get taken out. That's an all-time blunder from the winger. He just left the ball bounce. Realised he had to pick it up and couldn't do much. That was a beautiful kick there from Caleb J into the corner. And yeah, I don't really know what's happening there. Broncos full set on the Melbourne Storm's line. Short ball, the leaguey, trying to get under the sticks. He's held up. Flipped on his back. They're going to go right. No. Rossini's going to take it out dummy half. He gets tackled. As Caleb J also takes out dummy half. Dummies to himself. And he is tackled there. Desperate defense from Melbourne so far. They're just spamming the runs out dummy half. Charlie Rossini goes for it. Charlie Rossini gets there. And that's the first try of this match. Charlie Rossini over.
Well, that was their game plan, wasn't it, for this stage? And just keep running out of dummy half, and eventually we'll score. And they did it about 3 times there, and eventually they got over. So, well done.
Yeah, great work there from Charlie Rossini and the Broncos. As even though all the pressure they've been on so far this game in that first 20 minutes, they've somehow managed to come out with the first points of this game. As Liam Ryan converts the extras, and they'll be up by 6 here. 12 minutes left to play. How do you think the Storm need to respond to this?
Well, they don't want to concede another try before halftime, so they need to pin them down there, have a good defensive set now, and then find the ball and do something with it. Hopefully score a try before halftime if you're a Storm fan, or just hold them out if you're a Broncos fan.
Yeah, definitely is very flat-footed. Sorry. Lachlan Martin onto the 22. Charlie Rossini, another run out dummy half. He's been pretty good so far this game with his dummy half runs. Jet Davis taking one now. Tackled on the 40. They might be looking for a 40-20 here. Caleb J sets up. Caleb J, I think it was just outside, but he still gets the kick away. Tamaturbo on the break. Tamaturbo down the sideline. And he steps past 2. Tackled at the 34. And Quinton Cotter gets the ball from a spread to the middle. He's tackled there. Corcoran out of dummy half. Offload to Thierry, but he's taken down. Third tackle. Tama out of dummy half. They go left. Nolt. Another hit up. Oh, one-on-one strip. Caleb J has come away with the ball. Crafty stuff from the number 7. That's the first one-on-one strip I think I've seen so far in this game, and it's a beautiful play there. What have we just seen, Max?
We've just seen the first one-on-one strip I've ever seen too. So, yeah, good to see. I love seeing extra bits in the game. Hopefully it doesn't work against our favour sometime.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it would be very good if the Bulldogs lost a game because of a one-on-one strip, but it's a great addition to the game. We'll see Jack Carl push it right down to that left corner. Riri Jones, another kick return there. He's taken at the 25. Nolt. Good run there up to the 30. Good post contact meters. Inside ball. Jack White. Taken. So he's been really good this year so far, Jack White, playing about 65 at lock. What are your thoughts on his game so far this year? And do you think he's in a candidate for the New South Wales position, or for a New South Wales spot?
Well, it's a bit ironic you asking me that question, because I think you're the man that knows the answers. But when I think of Jack White, I think of one of the elite locks we've got in this competition. He's certainly one I look up to as a lock forward, and yeah, I think he's got a great chance of getting in the New South Wales team if the man selecting it has his head screwed on.
Yeah, and I definitely think he's been great this season. Not saying any selections have been made yet, but we're definitely keeping an eye on him as they'll go to Lenny Phillips. Kicks gets sort of charged down. Not, I don't know how that wasn't Melbourne ball. They got a bit unlucky there, but Tamatabo is going to get the kick return now. He steps past one, and he's taken. He hasn't had a lot to do so far, Tama. He's just not been as involved as you think he would be.
Yeah, and we see that a few times with these fullbacks, as they might have a quiet first half, but then they really come alive in the second half, and that could be a case tonight. Or sometimes they just have a quiet game. So he really does need to inject himself if Melbourne are going to have a chance to win this tonight.
Yeah, definitely, as he tries there, but no such luck. Dragged down by the Brisbane defence. Metcalf punts it straight down to that right corner. Hannah Hitchens steps past one, taken on the 20. Only 3 minutes left. Both teams really don't want to concede before half-time. They'll be just looking to wind the clock down. As Caleb J, long ball. Phillips takes a run. Phillips tackled at around the 50. Good line break there. He's had some great runs so far this game. It's Dingo charging up 45 at the 45. Charlie Rossini out of dummy half. Not much doing. Now go to the boot. Caleb J. He's been doing a lot of kicking so far this game. Caleb J. And he's been pretty successful as Wyatt steps past one. Seeing some of the substitutions come on here in the background as we get close to half time. Nolt. Nice run there, Metcalf. Straight from dummy half. 2 plays left of their set. They might run out the clock here, or Brisbane might get one chance of a kick return. It looks like it'll be the latter. Tabo, nice pass. White. And it looks like they will get a kick return. 1 play left, you'd think. As Jack White kicks it down to Liam Ryan. He's going to be looking to do something here, and Liam Ryan can't do much. And they'll close out the first half. Welcome back to the clash between the Broncos and the Storm. It's been a pretty grindy first half. Only 1 try between both teams. And we'll hand over to Max as he talks through some of the stats.
Yeah, look, I mean, what would you expect in this game? That everything looks quite even. The possession, it's split down the middle pretty much. Set completions, 10 out of 13 for the Storm, 14 from 16 for the Broncos. Missed tackles and tackles made about the same. Meters gained, very similar stats there too. So, yeah, everything looking even. One thing I will point out is some individual performers. We've had Lachlan Martin on the Broncos get through 87 run meters in the first half.
What happened there?
And Caleb J off the boot, 28 kicking meters.
I think we had a strip
280
attempt.
kicking meters. So
Yeah.
Eldon.
Penalty there. Sorry to cut you off. The Storm
No.
receiving one. And I thought there was a strip before, an attempted strip, and he ended up just dragging him backwards a bit. So the Broncos really testing out the ruck so far in this second half. Tonga in the second row now, taking a run. Jack White off an inside ball. So go to Galaxy, long ball, out to Riri Jones, and Riri Jones had a pretty good half, didn't he?
He certainly did, yeah, 73 run meters, had about 5 or 6 carries to get himself there, and yeah, he's looking electric on that wing there. Oh, what have we got there? to knock on to the Broncos, I think.
Yeah, Storm getting pretty lucky there is Tama. Not much space for him to work with there, drag backwards. Still go to Lockyer. Lockyer brings it to the 10. Storm with the potential to tie up this game as Tyrese Tonga straight through the middle. He just gallops over, and first points for the Storm come easy as that. Look at this beautiful run there. And yeah,
He's been a star this season, hasn't he? Tonga in the centres. People say centres there's no glory there, but he's proving people wrong this season. And yeah, great try.
well, he's moved to the second row in the second half, and we'll also note that Eddie Oliver has come onto the field for his Broncos debut after being involved in a trade with, I believe it is the Kai Madden, was it, from the Broncos?
Yeah, I think it was Kai Madden at Cronulla. They've swapped there, so been a couple of teams getting busy with the mid-season sort of trades or during the trade window, but yeah, some interesting ones there.
Yeah, and it takes down Tama there. As Tama takes a nice run up the middle. Tyrese Tonga, the try scorer, getting involved up to the 35. They go to Matt Galaxy. He's brought down on the 40. Left they go. Jack White, cutout ball. Walker, fresh onto the field in this second half. Driven back there. They're going to go for a 40-20. Galaxy might have got this one. That's a beautiful strike.
Oh, that's a beautiful hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Liam Ryan trying to save it there. And it was very close, but he steps out. And the Storm going to have another chance to attack.
Yeah, Lady Luck's been on their side. I mean, there was no luck in that. That was a brilliantly placed kick, and they're a hard one to gather in from the fullback position. Liam Ryan tried his best, but as we see the Storm trying to get over I couldn't see who that was, but he's on his back. Oh, it's Akatank. He's been good this year, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been good. I think he's a New Zealand representative as well, like yourself. You may be joining in the pack together come the internationals. Oh, as we see a try there, he might have knocked that on actually. I think he has. I'm not sure who it was. It was Jack White actually, I believe. Oh, and he's fumbled fumbled at Eddie Oliver on Broncos debut. Has made a great tackle there to force the ball free.
There's a man that loves his jersey, Eddie Oliver, and you'll see it now that he's in a Broncos jersey. I think we're going to see a new Eddie Oliver for the rest of the season. Great tackle, desperation stuff.
Yeah, it was a beautiful tackle there from Eddie Oliver to stop the try. Jack White was over for all money, hit the fend, but just couldn't get the ball down. It's Mikaya, nice run. 7 tackle set here from the Broncos. They probably need to capitalise on this one. Caleb J taking another run. He's tackled. They'll work it through Murray. Past halfway. 4th tackle here. Eddie Oliver screwed out dummy half. He can't really get anywhere. His 5th tackle here. They're going to go to kick the boot of Caleb J once again. He's been very solid so far tonight with his kicks as Rary Jones, very involved so far this game, takes another hit up. Tyrese Tonga to Akatank. Nice run there. And what are you looking forward to most about this representative period?
Well, see some guys from different SRL clubs coming together and playing for their representative teams is always enjoyable to watch. I've got personal interest in the Kiwi team. I've got my fingers crossed that that I make it into that side. But if I don't, I'll be supporting them right through their series.
Yeah, now would be a great clash. Is Liam Ryan making a break, gets it offload away to Jay on the 35. He's tackled Hitchens. Oh, what's happened there? I think that's been a touch by Melbourne.
You
Not
call that
sure
a
what they're
toe poke, I
whistling.
think. Oh,
Oh, it looks like he's hit Akatank's arm, and Broncos are going to get the ball back here. I don't think that was played at. Do you agree?
yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't know that it was played at, but these refs they make their decision and that's it. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it's Micaiah. Tackled there on the 50. Davis goes to Carl. Carl working it through the
one thing to
middle.
note is, one
You
thing
go.
to note as well is both teams do have their captain's challenge remaining. So I'm unsure why Melbourne didn't opt to do that before.
Yeah, definitely is. We see six again now. Micaiah taking up at the 25. They go to Jet Davis. Liam Ryan gives it along to Lachlan Holmes. Holmes tackled. Looking dangerous there from the Broncos. They go to Davis. Davis to Micaiah. Micaiah taken. Back inside. Jack Carl close to the line. Jack Carl tackled. Davis looks for the kick.
Great set.
Yeah, great set from the Broncos. Good kick as well. Is Jaden Walker, great catch. He manages to defuse that set from the Broncos, and yeah, can you expand upon some of that set?
It was a great set. They got down there, great position, but old Jaden Skywalker there contesting the ball in the air and coming down with it, then relieving a bit of pressure for the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah, it's Metcalf short ball to Jack White. He drives and third tackle here. Gonna have a good chance to get an attacking kick here. They just need to make 10 meters on this play. Akatank tackled as Tyrus Tong is driven back. They're gonna have to kick from their 30-meter line, so it will be a punt here. Matt Galaxy down to Hannah Hitchens on that right wing. She steps past one, but is tackled on the 25. Jack Carl goes short to Dingo. Both second rows for the Broncos have actually been great so far this game. There's Martin. Oh, illegal ball strip. Someone got a bit greedy
Are we going
there
to see a
from the
captain's
Storm.
challenge? No.
No captain's challenge. I thought that was 1-on-1, but it looks like it must have been two in the tackle. And that's two ball strips we've seen this game. They look like they're pretty prevalent in Rugby League 26. Lachlan Martin, another run. And what do you think of the form of both Broncos second rows?
Yeah, they're coming along nicely, haven't they? They've been steady all season. I mean, this whole Broncos outfit have been improving, and they did get off to a slow start this season. I'm not
Oh,
going to lie, but yeah, well up there now, climbing up the ladder.
yes, we'll see Dingo pass it inside. Oh, that's a sloppy play there from the Broncos. Just inside pass, finding no one. And the Storm going to have a good chance to get out their own end here and force some pressure on the Broncos. Tyrese Tonga, another nice run. He's really showed up since moving to the second row in this second half. Jack White, post-contact meters. He's been pretty good in the second half, although he is coming off in about 8 minutes' time. Doonan tackled Sanchez. Up over the 50. Good set there from the Storm. Metcalf punts it down to the winger Lachlan Holmes, and he can't break past one. And who do you think needs to break this game open between both sides?
Well, there's a lot of tired lads out there now, so I think it's going to have to be one of the outside backs. Maybe Tama Turbo needs to get one of the trainers to bring on some of the NOS energy drink that
Oh,
he's
Tyrese Tonga.
recently. Oh, we've got
Sorry to
Tonga
cut you
here.
off. Massive hit there. I think it was Akatank just whacked someone, and Doonan there comes up with the ball. They're going to go to Tonga again. He's looking for a double. He's pushing. He'll get held up. Matt Galaxy takes a run himself. He's flipped on his back. 4th tackle. So we'll see it get run out of dummy half. Probably not the play you would have wanted there if you were the Melbourne Storm. They go left. Galaxy up in the air. No one really contesting. No, Jaden Walker's got to it. Jaden Walker can't do much though. Brisbane defense all over it. And the scores will stay 6-6 here. It's Crutcher tackled on the 10. Lots of work needed to get out of this side of the field. Dingo. Up over the 30. Charlie Rossini. Crutcher on the field this half. Hasn't really had many involvements. But here we go. Caleb J has just nailed a 40-20. And his kicking game's been elite all night, but he's just nailed an incredibly hard kick and put his Broncos on the front foot. That is an enormous play from the club's halfback. It's Carl to Martin. Martin's driving. Martin might be over. No, he'll be just short there. Eddie Oliver gets it out dummy half. Phillips held. A-League goes to Ryan. Ryan with the swan dive. Ryan is over. And we'll talk about outside backs needing to get a bit more involved. And Liam Ryan has just inserted himself there. Steps past one. Swan dive. And he might be sending his team up with a 6-point lead here.
Yeah, great try. It was a great ball to put him in space and getting a bit flashy there with the swan dive, but we'll let him away with it. I know he usually tends to drop those ones, but did well grounding the ball on that occasion.
Yeah,
and converts his own try.
Yeah, he converts his own try indeed, and up by 6. Storm really probably need to get some points on soon, so that pressure isn't really on them at the end as Tama laces up his boots and kicks it straight down to Jet Davis. He takes a nice run there, up the middle, up to the 20. Still go through the middle. A-Lee to Rossini. Rossini back on in the forwards as a prop substitution. He was pretty elite in that first half at hooker before Eddie Oliver came on. So he takes a dart there himself. Jet Davis at a dummy half. Probably not the play you need to get to your forwards. Mainly Jack Carler was coming off in 30 seconds. Probably would have wanted one last run, but looks like he won't get that. A-Lee in the pocket. Straight down to White. He steps past one. Up to the 25. Metcalf. Can't find the pass. Not much doing here for the Storm. Tarbo. Nice pass to White. And what do you think the Storm need to do to sort of get some momentum and score some points?
Yeah, they need to get expansive and spread the ball around, find a gap. These little runs through the middle aren't really doing it for them at the moment. So, yeah, let's see if they can get a kick away now and trap their opponent down this end. But Brisbane will have something else on their mind. They're going to want to seal this.
Yeah, it's Eddie Oliver. Takes a hit up there. They're just in autopilot. Not really. Oh, well, they just played expensive there. Lenny Phillips. Through the middle of the field, Eddie Oliver, another run. He's sort of overplaying his hand a bit from what I've seen so far this
I'd look for
game.
Caleb J here. I know
Jet
Jet Davis for a
Davis.
40
Oh,
20.
that's another one. That's another nice kick. Oh, Tomo, he's done a beautiful job to get back in there, but he's been dragged
Is
out.
he?
A. Lee, the Queensland captain, has just wrestled him into touch, and that's a massive play in the context of this game.
I mean, we've been going on about Jay's kicking. Jet Davis there showing that he's got a nudge on him too, and that was a brilliantly placed kick there. Tama did well to keep it in field, but just didn't have the time to get it back out. Or to keep
Eddie
it
out
out.
of dummy half. Taken there. Jet Davis is going to go for a run himself. They need to play a bit more expansive than this. These run-out runs from Hook aren't really working. As Liam Martin... Oh, ball strip. It's illegal. We got another one. Oh, they're going to challenge it.
Oh, here we go.
This is what
So do
we're
you think
waiting
they
to
go for the
see.
two here?
That's legal.
No,
That's legal. That's completely fine.
that's a great challenge in my opinion.
We have a decision. The ball is stripped legally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Storm retain their challenge, and more importantly, they've saved a try there. Great work from whoever made that tackle and got the strip. Oh, offend now. Tonga. Up to the 25. And what was your thoughts on that ball strip?
yeah, it was a desperation play again, and showing good character there and great game IQ. Quite a smart boy, you might say, Luke Metcalf, and to get that strip there, well, Brisbane were really looking to put the nail on the coffin there, and now Melbourne still giving themselves a chance to stay in this game.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Could be a turning point of this game.
Yeah, definitely Melbourne just hanging on here. I mean, Brisbane, a lot of space here. The Storm are really struggling. Broncos already up inside their half as Davis flat-footed. Ford is going to throw a forward pass there, but hangs on to it. It's Micaiah. Rossini. They're putting a punt at the end of this set. 51 metres gain. They've been pretty productive, you'd say. So it goes down to the wing of White. White steps past one. White can't get past much. And they're really going to need some of their stars to stand up here. Sanchez moves up, and how important...
Careful if you're Brisbane at the moment.
Yeah,
They seem to be holding down the tackle for a long period of time. I'd be watching the discipline there, because you don't want to give away a penalty at this stage of the match when you're up by 6 points. Turbo. That's a great line break.
Yeah, you really wouldn't want to give a penalty here. It could be a massive advantage to the Storm if they can get a penalty and get into Broncos territory. But they'll have to settle for a punt here. Metcalf down to Hitchens on the wing. They're just making a lot more ground here, and the Storm don't really have the answers right now. As Dingo to the 35. They go to Jay. Jay long ball to Crutcher. Crutcher steps past one, but he'll be taken. Micaiah to Rossini. Rossini very involved in this game. He'd be well over the 100 metres, you'd think. Right now is Liam Martin. He's been exceptional this game in the left second row. As Jet Davis gets the kick away. Down to the wing of Eddie White again. Eddie White not much room once again, and he's tackled on the 25. Metcalf running it up. They'll go to Lockyer. Lockyer to Akatank. Oh, he's injured. Akatank's done his shoulder. And while Jack White's off the field, Akatank was their captain out there. And it looks like he's staying on. Akatank pushing through the pain to stay on during this game.
I think Jack White's still out there.
No, he's
I think
off.
they might have a 80-minute look at. Is he? Okay.
He was the lock, so he came off
Oh, he is.
over 10 minutes ago. Lachlan Holmes taking on the 15. Akatank is just withstanding it. He thinks he's Sam Burgess or something out there right now, but he's pushing through. Short ball. Dingo. To the 30. To go long ball. Jay to Liam Ryan. Probably didn't need to throw the pass. It best him up a bit. To the 4th. To go through Jay. Jay tackled at the 40.
He's a hard man, Akatanke. He doesn't want to come off.
Yeah, he's pushing through. Doesn't want to come off. Rory Jones. On the kick return, Rory Jones. Hard run, but he can't get a lot. Melbourne going to have to make a lot of ground here in these last minute and a half to get into range to put anything through. They go inside. Malakusa Leahy off the pass. Doonan out of dummy half. They need to play more expansive. They need to get it into Tamaturbo's hands. And he's not going to get the ball. They keep running out of dummy half. Matt Galaxy tackled there, and they're going to have to go for the punt, not the attacking kick. Silly plays there from the Melbourne Storm. Jaden Walker down to Hitchens. Hitchens tackled by Akatank. And it looks like this game is all wrapped up, barring something miraculous. Charlie Rossini takes a run. It's one last play. They're going to need a big hit or something. It's not going to happen. Liam Martin tackled, and that's all she wrote. Brisbane Broncos come away with a grindy win, and the Melbourne Storm are going to lose tonight.
Yeah, what a game there.
Yeah, definitely is. We'll let Max talk a bit here about some of these stats, so we'll get to them now.
Yeah, look, pretty much where we were at in the first half position, pretty similar there. Set completions. Broncos were 25 from 32, 23 from 29, so very similar there again with both teams. Errors again. Everything looks pretty much split down the middle, including run meters. The only difference being that one extra try, which was scored late in the second half by Liam Ryan.
Yes, we'll look at some of the Broncos stats here. Lachlan Holmes, pretty good outing from him, 95 metres on that wing. Eddie Oliver, only 40 minutes, but he got through a lot of tackles and a lot of metres run there. Jack Carl, captain's knock, 2 errors, but he also had 32 tackles with 4 missed and 86 metres. He was very involved for his team tonight. We'll go down the list a bit more. I thought Chaz Dengo was pretty good. 85 running metres. Hannah Hitchens on that wing was also pretty good, 126 metres. Jet Davis, the two halves, Jet Davis and Caleb J were exceptional tonight, in my opinion. Lachlan Martin also a lot of work. Those second row pairings. Second rows and the halves were on point tonight. Liam Ryan, 113 running metres. He had some good moments, but overall he wasn't as involved as his usual standards. Charlie Rossini there. He also had a pretty good stint. And Caleb J, I think he is was the best player on the park for the Broncos tonight, leading them around in the 7. I think he was exceptional. Any other thoughts you want to add, Max?
Yeah, no, I agree. There was elite gameplay management out there tonight, led by Caleb J and of course his little sidekick there, Jet Davis, and they were kicking them around the park, and that managed to field position wins games in the end, especially tight ones like that, and they did very well there. Great game, great work there by Broncos. Should we go have a look at the Storm?
Yeah, I'll let you go through some of these.
Well, we had Big Tank get through a load of work in 60 minutes, having 105 run meters,
Maybe just go
27
from the
tackles, and
bottom.
only 2 missed.
Bottom up.
We'll come back up to that in a minute as well. We've got Luke Metcalf, 139 run meters, 284 kicking meters. He had that strip there late in the game too, which was a great moment for him. Eddie White was getting busy, 89 run meters. Jack White, not sure
This
if
is
that's
inflated,
accurate,
I think.
but we might divide that by 3, add 2, and then -7, and get the correct formula there for his run meters. But if you look at his impact around the park tonight, he was sublime. Just that one missed try where he knocked it on has probably let him down a little bit in his head. Tyrese Tonga, that guy had an outstanding game, if you ask me. 117 run meters. Doesn't really reflect the work he got into. A lot of post-contact meters, getting his team over the advantage line, but couldn't quite capitalise in the end there. And, yeah, what do we got? Tamaturbo, 114 run meters, 11 tackles, 1 miss, 1 line break. A quiet game for him, I have to say.
Yeah, he definitely was quiet tonight, and I was thinking he didn't have the best of nights, as did Liam Ryan. They both probably didn't have as much of an impact on the standings as well as you said. And we'll go back to Tank, who was also very good tonight. 105 running meters and 27 tackles with only 2 missed. That's all we have time for. Thank you for joining us for this game. It's been a great clash between the Broncos and the Storm, and look forward to seeing some more SRL action this week and in the coming weeks.